Okay, thanks Andy for sharing your story with us today.
Sure.
I'd love to start with just asking you, how did Bikram come into your life? What did that look like?
Well, I was at my daughter's spaghetti dinner at the Dondero Elementary School, and there was a bunch of raffle buckets out, and one of them said Bikram Yoga. And I thought, I don't know what this is, but probably I could use it at this point in my life. I was transitioning from a food service career into the unknown. So I put the dollar, little ticket in there, and 2 weeks later they called me and said, you won a month unlimited at Bikram Yoga. That's how it all started.
So what do you remember about your first class?
I remember waiting probably about 2 weeks for to go to the class, and I took a noontime class, and it was with Laura Richardson, who now owns Bikram Yoga Nashua. And I don't remember that much. I just remember sweating so much, and I wore a long t-shirt and some sweatpants that I pulled up, and I remember leaving feeling amazing. I didn't know what just happened to me, but I knew when I woke up the next day and I still felt that great feeling, I needed to come back.
And how many years or so was that?
That was 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, I had my 10-year anniversary in April of this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So as you started practicing, you did the 30 days unlimited. What did your practice kind of shift into? Did you start coming a lot, a little?
Well, at first I thought, how could anybody do this more than 1 or 2 times a week? It was so hard. I was so exhausted when I left the class. I'd have to lay down on a towel and just take a nap. I'm like, wow, I'm so tired. I don't know how anybody could do this many times during the week. So I kept at it. And then I saw a work study position opening, and I thought, that's definitely for me. So I bought a 1 month unlimited, and then after that I started doing the work study. And so I'd come in early and clean the studio, and then I would be able to practice for free. And I did that, and I think that was my therapy for a year and a half. And I started to feel really, really good, and I thought, you know what? I would love to be able to teach this. If I can make people feel the way that I do, bring it on. So I asked Sarah, I said, well, what do you think after about a year and a half?
Wow.
What do you think about me becoming a teacher? And she was like, let's get the paperwork started. And so the rest is history after that. And I went to training in 2009 in Las Vegas, and I've been teaching ever since.
How did the yoga show up in other parts of your life outside of the studio?
Well, I think that the yoga had enabled me to deal with a heavy loss that I suffered in my life. When my children were very young, their father passed, and there I was, an only parent raising 2 kids at the age of 5 and 7, and I thought, when the dust settled a little bit, how am I going to do this? So the first thing I needed to do was get them through high school and into the college.
Yep.
So it was about 4 years after he passed that I found the yoga. So that has been really, I think, my saving grace, is how I've been able to manage and stay afloat and take on the responsibilities is through self-care and with the help of the community, getting through that. So
that's one of the things that comes up in these conversations, is the community.
Yes.
How do you describe that community to someone who hasn't been in the studio before?
This community has healing powers beyond anything that I could say right here on this video. And you don't know it until you step into it and start to get acclimated within those hot room walls. You don't know. It's a gift that you earn as you come in, because you start to let your guard down. Maybe you're not very personable or shy, or maybe you're shy and you don't want to talk to a lot of people. But as you start to let go of those layers, the community just envelops you. We just love everybody that comes in, and it doesn't matter what is going on. We know your name, we know your family issues or whatever it is. We just embrace everybody, and they're our own. And I think that there's healing in that. Like, we need each other, and sometimes we don't realize that until we come in to a community setting like this. We think, oh no, it's going to be uncomfortable or weird. It's not at all. It's a beautiful, welcoming community that helps all of us thrive and transforms us into the best versions of ourselves, without a doubt.
So what does your practice look like now as a teacher? How has it changed?
Well, I mean, I think, I'm now almost 50. So, and I feel probably in better shape than I did when I was 25.
Wow.
Certainly taking better care of myself, but my practice itself has become more refined, I'm more aware of my body and where I have the issues that may or may not come up. I take my time, I try to listen and not jump into things. I feel like it's matured as I've gotten older.
What would you tell someone who's thinking about coming in here for the first time, whether it's for a Bikram class or one of the other classes that's being offered now here?
If not now, when? What are you waiting for? If you're looking to feel better, have more energy, have a straighter spine, smile more, engage with your family at a better level, be able to, you know, not let somebody steal your peace. I mean, what are you waiting for? You have to come in and do the work. Come in and we're all working and we all just love this. I'd say don't waste time because future appointments will be canceled due to poor health. Right?
I love that, yeah.
Who wants that? So get in here and start taking care of yourself.
Anything else to add for people watching now? Any of the new classes that are here, kind of things changing in the studio? That's really fun.
There's so many changes. This is a great time to come into the studio. All of our classes that we have on the schedule are suitable for beginners. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have any experience at all. Just show up with the right attitude. Look at the website to figure out what you need to wear, how to hydrate. You've got to be prepared for these classes. It's in a heated room, so you need to hydrate. I'd say come in and try them. We have Bikram. We've got the new Inferno Hot Pilates, which is only 1 hour. It's my new obsession. I love it. Can't wait to be a teacher of that. It's so fun, and you just get in there and you try. All ages, all ranges of ability, all body types. It doesn't matter. Anybody can come in and do this. There's no reason that you could think of that would prevent you from coming in. So enough of the excuses. We want to see results. Get in here and we'll see you in the hot room, right? That's it.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add from your story, Andy? Anything we missed?
You know, I would say I got so lucky to be able to find Bikram Yoga Portsmouth. And Sarah and Jalen Curry are the owners of this facility, and they are wonderful people to work for, and it starts from the top down. This whole community is because of them, and I feel lucky to be a part of it, and I am honored to be able to teach anybody new that wants to come in and just manage their life and make it better. If I can do that for them, then I've done my job. I just get in here. Don't waste any more time.
Awesome. All right, thanks so
See you in
much,
the hot
Andy.
room.
See you in the hot room. Thanks.